Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for stopping by again, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jen, and today I'm going to be doing something so exciting today. I am going to show you my planner setup for 2022. So if you guys watched a couple videos back, you can kind of see the struggle I've been having with not really knowing what I wanted to do as far as a planner setup. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it simple, if I wanted to use a brand new one, go buy a brand new one. And this is what I've decided. I had a couple of planners left over from a couple of years back that I never had a chance to even look at. So I decided, why not go ahead and do something that is kind of better for the environment. I'm going to reuse my old planner. So not my old planner, but reuse an old planner that I had. So this is the setup that I've come up with. I'm super excited about it. If you guys remembered, this is my current planner. So very sleek black with the gold metal discs, which I do love. And I'm probably, you can probably say I will definitely end up back with the black near the end of next year, but for the beginning of the year I wanted to keep it fresh and new and exciting, so I decided to go with my teal hardcover disc, or not discs, hardcovers. I have used these in the past, so the only thing I will say about the teal one is that it does get a little bit scuffed up. You can see when I get closer it's got some scuff marks on the front and back already. I'll probably just take a cloth and try and get rid of some of those, but we'll see what happens. As far as my discs, I decided to go for this kind of like rose gold purpley vibe. I don't really know. It says rose gold, but to me that does not look rose gold. Anyways, I love them. They are the metal ones. They are the classic size. I didn't get an extender. I'm not sure if I need expansion discs or not, but I may in the future, so we'll see. Anyways, guys, I'm rambling. Let me get into this and show you what it's going to look like. There are still a few things I need to get done, but for now, this is what it's going to look like. So at the beginning of my planners for my previous year, I had these little checklists and weight loss trackers and that type of thing that I wanted to continue over. So I've pulled these from my old one, and I'm going to create new ones. But essentially what this is going to look like is my mantra for the year will go here. On the back of that, I've got my master list, which I will continue to keep doing. I haven't checked off some of the stuff that we've done, but basically what my master list is just things around the house that I want to accomplish for the year. So as you can see, 2021 was like mostly home-based, just because we had moved and I wanted to make sure we got a lot done. So, you know, we did paint our cupboards, we did the trims, we cleaned up the yard, we got a new island, we organized the coat closet, minimized my clothing, we just did that. Planted a garden, we did, but we want to change it again next year. The fireplace we finished, and then there's a couple of other things that we added on to here. So I really like having this because it has all the things I want to get done in one place. It's nice and tidy, which I'm really excited about doing again this year. So the next thing I have is my weight loss tracker. As you can see, I literally did nothing on here this last year. So I might just actually keep this, but it's something that I created on my own. I did take my inspiration a couple of years ago from a couple of planner babes that I was watching, but I can't remember who they are, so I'm sorry. And then on the back of this, I've got my Seize the Day checklist. So this is something that I do every single year. And again, I love this because it just gives me some options. So I did a couple of these things. So I think what I might do is maybe just white this out. I do like this page. And since I didn't even do this last year, I think I might actually just keep it. So let's actually just go ahead and add this here because yeah, I don't feel the need to do that if it's, you know, or to do a new one if this one is good. So I will redo this one obviously because we've done a whole bunch, but for this I think, yeah, I'll just save them and do it that way. But basically what the Seize the Day checklist is, it's basically just a place for you to put down all these. It doesn't have to be big things. This is the thing with when it comes to like lists and stuff like that, they don't have to be extravagant. This has little checklists of simple things like, I don't know, planting a garden, dyeing my hair, having a weekend away, getting massages, doing little things like reading 5 books, learning to make macarons, like little things. It can be big or little, and that's the nice thing about this, is that you can make a whole list. This year I want to try for 50 different things. So what I'm probably going to do is end up leaving most of this, adding on to it, and then I'll make another list over here. So yeah, I really highly recommend trying this out, because it is definitely something that it just makes you feel good. At least it makes me feel good when I get to cross something off of a list. That's why I do this list, and that's why I do a master list as well of like home edition stuff. Okay. Next, I've got my wish list. So again, I redid this and realized I put 2021. So I'm going to change that to 2022. It's the exact same one as last year. But yeah, I need to fix that up. So we'll do that. And then again, the exact same one for my books. So again, I'm going to just change that because I redid this at the end of fall, I think it was, or no, at the end of spring. And I didn't update it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to use this again next year, put 2022 in there, and then I've got it. So this little quote says, "A book is a dream that you hold in your hand." So I love that. I think that's great. Okay, so now moving into the meat and potatoes of the planner. I decided to keep this. It says, "You totally got this." I love this planner. Again, it was a student planner that I picked up a couple of years ago. So what I did is it actually started, I believe it started in August, but it was only, it was an 18-month planner. But what I did is it just worked out that I can start it on the January, and it gives me a full year. So I've decided to do that. A couple videos. I'm not actually even sure if I was going to post the process of how I did all this, but I don't even think that I did. If I did, I'll insert a couple clips, but basically all I did is I went through and I whited out everything. So this had the year on it, and then it had all the dates. So I went through and I whited everything out, and each month what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll put my numbers in. So that's what brought me to just kind of bringing these out. So what I might do is, for like the monthly spread, I would just take little numbers like this and I would go through and do that. And then for the weekly spreads, I could use the bigger numbers and just kind of like put them up at the top. So I thought these were a pretty cute idea. So that's where that came from, and I think I might keep that idea. So this planner I love because it has a couple of things that I really enjoy. So these don't forget things. I am constantly making lists for myself of things that I don't want to forget. So this will be like the most important. If you watch my like weekly spreads, I always have a sticker or something here that I jot down. So I thought this would be cool. This upcoming tests, I definitely feel like I'm not going to need the tests. So what I would just say is like upcoming trainings or upcoming, travel or whatnot for work related stuff. And then this section is what really made me excited about this journal. Or this planner, sorry, and it is just having an I'm feeling section. So it says, I'm feeling happy, excited, fierce, smart, sassy, fabulous, and in need of coffee. I really feel like checking in with yourself daily, making sure that you're doing well. If you're not, write it down. And then depending on how I choose this each day or for this week, then this will obviously change. So on the Sunday, I'll kind of see how I'm feeling, and then throughout the week, it may change. And in that case, I'll write kind of like why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling today versus how I was feeling on Sunday when I sat down. So I love this planner. I think it's going to be good. Again, I went through and I whited everything out so that it would be good to go for 2022. These little, I guess, review pages, it's a little bit different than my focus pages from this year, and I'll show you what I mean in this planner. So my focus pages are these, which I really, really liked. So I don't know how I'm going to kind of incorporate that, but I think maybe I could do like all the things to focus on, and then use this as exactly what it is, and then some important dates. And then down here, instead of doing like what's your favorite day of the week, I'll just say like my power or my point form of what I want to focus on. So we'll see how that works. This is the only thing that I was kind of meh about, but I'm sure I can figure something out to use for it. If worst case scenario, I'll just white everything out, or cover it with another page and go from there. All right, so we've got all of the months in here. So like I said, I've got a full year in here, not a full month. I've got from January to December in here. And then I still have to go through and do the rest of the whiting out. I haven't quite finished it because I ran out of whiteout, so I have to go get some more. So last year I had a budget section, a health section, and then I had, I can't remember what else. I had a couple of different ones, but I stopped doing them midway through the year. And so I thought, you know what, rather than keeping track of things or keeping things in a planner that I'm not really tracking, I'm just going to nix it. I don't need it. It's not working for me. So I just kind of left it at that. So what I do have this year is I've got a budget section. And my budget section is basically going to be broken down into a couple of different parts. So first I've got my budget. So I'm going to, I'm just going to kind of like, I'll just kind of cover this part because it's pretty personal. But basically I've just got like my total income, my fixed expenses, my variable expenses, how much I have left over for once my bills and stuff are paid, and then left over for savings and miscellaneous. So I think that'll be really good to start off the year with. Then from there, what I'm going to have on the back of here, I haven't really decided yet. I might put some kind of tracker or something. I haven't decided yet, so I'm just going to leave that part blank. I may do an updated, I may actually do, now that I'm thinking about it, an updated like working season income. And do my fixed and variable expenses and stuff, because it's a little bit different. When you have a seasonal worker in the house, your budgets change a lot. So this one that I have on the back of, or on the front of here, is our winter budget, which means that things are very tight. I mean, not crazy, but they're tight. So we have to make sure that we spend a little bit more time focusing on saving and, you know, not eating out, not going out all the time. So maybe I'll do a summer one. Or like a season, when the season starts again, I'll do an updated one. So that's a good idea for that. And then I've got my budget stuff, just like I did last year. I really liked the way that this system worked last year for me, so I kept it the same. So basically what I did is I just went into Excel and created this little spreadsheet. Basically what it is just my monthly bill payments. So every time I pay my bills for the month, I'm just gonna either check it off or color it in. For me, it just makes me focused, and at the end of every month, go through and make sure that I've made all my payments, and then we're good to go. I did start a savings challenge. So this is something that's new, and I put it in my budget section because I'm going to try and budget for this savings challenge. At the end of the year, I think it gives you about $1,300, $1,400. But this I want to use for things like closing our pool at the end of next year, you know, putting whatever is left from after closing the pool and closing the hot tubs and doing all that stuff. Whatever's left over, it will kind of go into my Christmas fund. So this is, we've got a big family. So we've got 5 kids. We've got, you know, we both have 2 siblings each, plus they have two children each. So there's a lot of people. And now that our children are older, they have significant others as well. So Christmas gets a little expensive. So I figured if I start saving, and then when we close up our pool and stuff, we should still have about an extra, you know, $500 to $1,000 sitting in this weekly savings challenge that will go then towards Christmas. So yeah, it seems like something that might work for me. And I mean, I might follow in order. I might start backwards. I guess I can just really pick whatever I want each day, and that's good. The next thing we've got is our monthly variable spending trackers. So this is something that, again, because of seasonal work, we do have to track a lot of different things, such as like our gas, how much we're spending on gas versus when he is working and when he's not working. myself included, because I do have to start traveling a little bit for work. So we just kind of want to see what the variable spending on gas would be. Then we've got groceries and pets. We've got our home. So homes, things like home decor, or purchasing things like, I don't know, anything like candle wise, or like Scentsy products or Norwex products, like things that are not, that I don't purchase all the times, and things that are kind of luxury. By luxury, I mean things that, you know, you purchase through a third party or whatnot. Could be anything. You make it your own. For me, home would be things like that, home decor, extra things like ordering from Scentsy, ordering from Norwex, doTERRA, that type of thing. So those types of companies. Then we've got takeout food, and then we've got other. So other, I just put other in there for things that may pop up that we usually don't buy, like, I don't know, birthday gifts, that kind of thing, anniversary gifts, and all that fun stuff. So I did do a couple months worth of that, just so that I had some in here, and I do definitely still have this saved on my computer, so I can just update it every couple of months. But hopefully we won't be doing too much spending, that each month this will be enough back and front for what all these purchases. And basically how I do this is, once I am finished writing everything down, I'm actually going to go in and put the amount from my receipt. And I do actually have a little pocket at the back that I put my receipts in. But basically what I'm going to do is, after I'm done doing all this, I'll go in here and I'll put my category. Instead of writing it out, all I do is I just take the color. So if it's a home thing, I put it purple. If it's takeout, I put red. And then at the end of every month, I can go in and I can see what we spend and what we kind of need to adjust based on that. So that worked out for me last year. So I'm hoping that it will continue to be just as good this year. And then lastly, in my budget binder, I do have our all of our credit card debt. So we did pay off 2 of them this year, which is awesome. But we still do have a couple, and most of our credit cards are joint. So it's just two credit cards that we have to pay off. So that's my focus for the beginning of next year, is to continue paying those off. And hopefully by the end of 2022, we will be credit card debt free, which will be amazing. Next, we have my sinking fund. So again, I've got my pocket binder here. I was going to make some of my own, but I do have 2 of them, and I figured that these worked last year, so I don't really need to change them. But yeah, so this will be for like my receipts for everything for the first couple of months, and then I just take them out once I've done what I need to do with them. So then we got our sinking funds. So I'm not sure if you will have seen this, or this video will be going up after I post this one, but basically I went through my sinking funds that work for us in our household, and this is what I want to do savings with. So I'll show you this this year. So for 2021, I had similar. This is what they looked like. So we had the emergency fund, we had our layoff fund, vehicles, pets, home repairs, girls just want to have funds, vacation, and Christmas. So I've changed them up a little bit this year because these funds I'm only doing once a month. So it's not like every paycheck, just because I'm going to be focusing on a couple of different smaller challenges. So what I did is I just went through and I put my emergency fund, I put 12 boxes there. If there's any extra deposits that I decide to do, I put a space for 5 extra deposits. So sometimes you get paid an extra week in a month. So sometimes instead of, if you get paid every 2 weeks, sometimes there's an extra week where you get paid a couple times a month. So I figured I would put an extra bit in those days. Also, if there's an opportunity for bonus or something that we get that we can put into our funds, and I would put it down here as well. But once a month, definitely, once everything is paid, we're going to be going in and putting as much or as little as we can. Like I said, the first few months of the year are pretty tight for us, so it probably won't be bigger amounts, but anything is better than nothing. So we've got our emergency fund, we've got our layoff fund, vehicle maintenance fund, we've got a home repair fund, a pet fund, we've got a home and gift fund. So this is something that is a little bit different for us. So instead of doing the girls just want to have funds like I did last year, that was basically just for things that I wanted to do. So, you know, if I wanted to go get my nails done or my hair done or things like that, it's not something that I do often. When it comes to my hair, I get it done maybe once a year. If I'm really feeling it, I'll do it twice a year, but it's not something that I do a lot. Same thing with my nails. I get them done every once in a while, not all the time. So I figured rather than doing that, I would do a home and gift fund. So this would be things like I said, for birthdays, anniversaries, special occasions, and then things for like my home. So I guess this could kind of go the same as with the weekly challenge that I was talking about. I said that anything that was left over, I was going to use for like home decor and stuff like that. So I guess this will kind of go along with this. So we'll see. We have, like I said, we've got a big family, so there's a lot of birthdays, there's a lot of anniversaries. So I feel like our home and gifts is going to be pretty high this year. So we want to definitely help. We've got some vacation funds here, and then we have a Christmas fund as well. So like I said, these are the sinking funds that we tend to spend the most money on. Now, outside of this, we definitely still have like our RSPs, our savings funds, that type of thing. So this is not the only means of savings that we have. We've done our best to make sure that we're trying to put things away other than these funds as well. Okay, so any of the, my thought was for this pocket divider here that I could just put like all my Christmas receipts in and my home and gift receipts in as well, because the rest of them I don't really need. I won't really have, well, vehicle I guess, but I put that in a different folder. So yeah, so just keep my receipts for this stuff in here if I need to. And then the last kind of budget that I've got is money challenges. This one, I made one, well I did, I'm gonna do this one, and this is from the Budget Mom. If you don't know her, I will link her channel below. I found her earlier this year and I love her. I love the way she talks about budgets. I used to be so scared of budgets and talking about numbers. It used to freak me out, but I realize now in order to move forward, you got to go through it. So yeah, she's called the Budget Mom. She's awesome, and I will link her below. But this is one of her saving challenges. So it's basically the same as I've got in here. Again, that 52-week challenge. So this one I'm going to use towards our line of credit. So we've got a line of credit that's got some on it now from a couple of the renovations we had to do. So I definitely have, I've been paying it, but I want to pay it down as soon as possible. So again, I feel like anything that I save from this challenge will go towards our line of credit, and that will be it. Yeah, so I'm hoping to add a couple more challenges to this. We are saving for like a new fence, and we are saving for, we wanted to do a couple of other things. So like a front and back deck. So I'm hoping that maybe we can add some more challenges in. It's not dire. We're not in need of it. It's not going to happen right away. So I figured if I can start it next year and just put a little bit away, by the time we are ready, we will have what we need. So that is this is going to be my section for money challenges. So hopefully you can add a couple more to that. So that's the end of the planner. And then at the very, very back, I just decided to put a little extra paper and stuff. So these are just some half sheets I got from the Happy Planner. I just realized I put them in upside down, but I will fix that because they should say all the things. Anyways, that's funny. And then I do have my weekly meal planners. I love these. I used to do, I was doing like a series of what's for dinner on the channel earlier this year. Again, something that I wish I could have stuck with, but I didn't, unfortunately. My dog is telling me it's almost time to wrap up, so we'll get going soon. And then I've just got some extra paper. So just some, like, if I wanted to do some bullet journaling, I have those. And then I've just got some blank paper as well. So I just thought it would be easy to have it in the back of this planner if I ever need anything. So that is my planner for 2022, you guys. I'm really, really excited to start it, working in it. Like I said, like every new year for me is so exciting. I get so excited about doing this stuff, getting everything set up to go. This one is, she's a thick one already, but we'll see if we can live without getting the expander discs. So we'll see what happens. But if I continue to add stuff, I may have to just get some expander discs. But anyways, you guys, enough chit chat. That is my 2022 setup, and I'm so excited about it. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are all set up. If you've got videos that you guys have done for this, please tag me in them. I love seeing those videos. Or leave me a comment with your YouTube channel. I would love to find some more channels that I want to follow when it comes to planning. So anyways, you guys, thank you for watching. Please comment and like and subscribe if you like this video, if you want to see more of my videos, and we will see you in our next video. Bye guys.